is going on, guys? It is your boy Cash here, and I am gonna do something different. I'm not gonna make a guide. I'm not necessarily gonna complain about anything. I'm actually just wanting to do a video just saying, hey, what's up? I normally don't do videos like this, but not all the time do I feel like, trying to be intricate or anything of that nature. So I'm just going to give you guys what I would like to call an account progress. And I'm kind of curious where everyone else's account is that's in my subscribers, because I'm pretty sure not that many people that are random would just like give a fuck about my account. But let me just show you guys. Alright, so you guys know I got Deanne, Vildred, CC, Karen, but I have a funny story for you guys, and it's about me getting Bellona. What? Yeah, I know, it's crazy. So normally what I do, as you can see, I stacked up a bunch of crystal, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a summon video next time I get a chance. But I got I got some crystal, I got a covenant bookmark from this Jack.
What do I sell?
From Sergeant Dirk, Jake over here, and I'm like, oh, let me just spend it real quick, and I'll just spend it real quick, no biggie. I just need to spend. I need some extra fodder because I'm trying to make enough fodder for. I was gonna do K-Ron because I actually have enough fodder for K-Ron. Well, I actually have enough fodder, sorry, for another 6-star, and K-Ron I have 2 extra dupes of, so I was gonna say, hey, well, all I need is 3 more, and I'm done. And I've been seeing some pretty good K-Rons on the helper thing, so I'm like, this might be, this will be easy. All I need is 3 more, and then we're good. So I say, hey, let me just get some more fodder, or artifact fodder, whatever. And there she goes. She pops up. I've been giving you a little secret, just because I was like, I want to make a video just telling the story, but hey, man, you never know. That's why I know a lot of summoners or YouTubers that are like, always record, always be recording whenever you summon, because they'll never believe you. But yeah, she's gonna be. I'm gonna give her the best stuff. Now, the thing is gonna be, do you put on? I know people have been saying speed. Now her base speed is 111. I guess that must be because of awakening. She must get a speed when awakening. But I kind of want to run her on counter dual attack. Like I actually said in my other video, my video when she was released, that I think that would be the best, but I was unsure of how the S1 worked. Like it says, she loses all her focus and then she does it, but she keep doing it. Now, if you could use this and then S3 afterwards, you get 3 focus here. I think this gives you, no, this gives you 1, and you get absolutely no focus after everything else. So pretty much after you utilize this, it's good to utilize this again, and she'll be just popping off. And I've seen it in action, and I thought that would be so cool to see or to have. But the problem is that if you're relying on counter, you're relying on her getting hit. You don't want her in the front row. So I don't know, but I just thought it would be funny because there's not many characters attack based that could actually go on counter and it would make sense. So like Shakuri could go on counter too, and it would make sense. Most people just, the only counter I ever see is on like warriors because they're somewhat tanky and they can take a hit and then they can hit back. So it would just be nice to just, I'll probably test it out. That will probably be my first build on her, is to build her on counter for any like AoE, or like when a computer just decides to hit her and she'll hit back and then she might dual attack. And again, it's always about, the same thing with Yuna is about, when characters have a focus mechanic, it's just to abuse the focus mechanic as best as possible to see how often it can trigger. But obviously, most people want her for the S3, go first, defense break, and then everyone else follows up. So I'll probably get speed on the boots, and that's probably about it, but eh. And then after that, I really don't know who I'm working on. Who do I really want to work on? I was thinking about it, man. It's been in my head. This guy, Purgus, because of this. He hits all enemies when he counterattacks, and again, I'm really in love with counterattack, and it gives him a base 20% chance to counterattack. Now he counterattacks with this, so if this move was better, or if it gave a different debuff, it would be so much better, because then he's only going to counterattack with this. If he counterattack with this, this would be great, but he doesn't. But imagine this: he counterattacks. He can AoE slow people, which is okay. I don't think his awakening is for his S1. See, it's for his S3. It would be great if it was for his S1, and then it gave him additional effect. But And I don't know any other thing, but you know, you could make him a really good healer kind of farmer kind of guy, but I don't know. He's not gonna help me progress anything. It would just be really funny to just have this big brawly thing in the front, constantly counterattacking. Something like what Kikura is gonna be. A lot of his runes are gonna get stripped too, because I wanted to have him as my auto counterattack life stealer, but and then I realized that you really can't do too much of that in this game. You know, especially when you're behind. Like I just finished my first raid boss, the upper left one, I think the Devourer. So I'm gonna have to record that eventually, so you guys can see. Oh my God, I actually can beat one, and then it's to get to the next level of arena. So those are my 2 goals. I can pretty much beat all the hunts at the moment. Let me know if you guys are having trouble with the hunts. I don't think I have a level 10 clear on any of them. Let me just double check, because that's what this video is about anyway. You know, I don't, you know, yeah, see, hunt 10, but they're not completed yet. Not completed yet. I actually haven't tried them, to be honest with you. Usually when I do a hunt, it's just for the daily, because I haven't gotten into the spirit of actually grinding gear. It just seems a little bit, like boring. Same thing with the side stories. I don't know if you guys like the side stories. Like, these side stories are like the same. Like, they just don't feel like much. And the problem is that this one, the Kizei one and this one are actually pretty much identical outside of the story that it tells, right? They actually both don't have an epic catalyst to farm. The Small Miracles does. I don't know if I can actually go into the map here. That'd be great. No, I can't. All right. Okay. What was I thinking? But they don't have an epic catalyst to farm. Like, and that was usually what I would say is like, oh, you know, go to the stage with the epic catalyst, farm it out. But this one doesn't, which is just kind of weird. You know, the Small Miracles had 2 that you could farm. And this one and the Prayer of the Waxing Moon both did not have one. So just kind of like you're really farming just the catalyst there. And I feel like once you're done with the actual exchanges and the reputations and everything, which I'm almost there, I feel like you shouldn't even bother. You shouldn't bother being here at all. It just seems like especially because you can be leveling units or farming gear, it just doesn't feel that great. I don't know how you guys feel about it. There's also no box there. There's no like the Small Fortunes box that they have, the chest, sorry. So I really don't feel like it's worth it to kind of stay in there. Not really my cup of tea. And then what else do we have? Oh yeah, let's go to the shop. Guys, this is what I really actually want to know is the powder of knowledge. This is 1 time per account. I got a little pissed when I saw it. When I did the update video, I know most people don't watch my update videos, but when I did it and I saw this, I was like, oh, this is a really good step in the right direction. But if it's once per account, it's just useless. You get one of these every time you break a 3-star artifact, because most of the time the 4 stars you really want, you know, you're gonna keep most of them. So you'd have to break almost 240 3-star artifacts, which is a lot of summoning. You don't get too many, like I mean, you get a free summon like every once in a while and everything like that, but it could be a hero. It's not necessarily going to be an artifact. And then you'll eventually get this. You can only do it once, even though you need to do it at least 5 times, if I'm not mistaken. I keep forgetting like what's the max limit for each limit break of each thing in the game. Like the memory imprint is 7 characters. I think artifacts are 5, if I'm not mistaken. So I thought it would have been cool if you were actually able to get this multiple times, even if it was this high of a thing, but you can get it multiple times. Like now it's just going to be like you might as well just get whatever thing that you're missing here. Like, why bother with just this? It should be like the last thing you get, because you can only get it once and it only upgrades it once. So it's like there's no rush in getting it. Might as well get these like this is a 5-star, this is 5-star, and this one's 5-star, and you can get these multiple times. So you can actually get these and then multiple. If they switch these around, then I would respect it. I don't know if they said anything about that. You guys would have to let me know if they actually plan to like make multiple of this. Like now you can max out the knife. That's really good. Max out the adamant shield. Max out Sirain. Sirain. You know, Hell Cutter is a good max. But like Bloodstone, I've seen is not that bad. 26% heal from the damage you deal. It's really good on AoE characters. Bellona would be good with it. I've seen it on Yuna, and it was like actually crazy to see how much she was healing. And that's so you can put an artifact and then focus on damage, and it does heal the lowest ally. You know, so it won't actually, it might not heal that character, but maybe if you combine both, it might be a pretty good heal. But I haven't seen much people run this artifact though. Usually it's a Rose Hagna or Infinity Basket on a Ranger. So yeah, Holy Sacrifice, which is, I feel like not that great because it's only a 50% chance. I think no, it's a 100% chance when you max it out, right? Come back with 25% health, but then you're not using the counter attack one, which they didn't put, which they pretty should have. And the Hillag Lance is also really good, and, you know, but that's not here either. So they put this one, or they definitely didn't want to put the other one, the Orioles, the one that everyone uses. But you know, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I think that should have been permanent. Like I feel like the game needs more permanent things or recyclable things, because when you're farming and playing every day almost, you know, I think most of us are, you kind of want the good stuff, man. You kind of want to like be rewarded. That's what was so cool about the Small Miracles event, is that no matter how much you were in it, you could always get something, that you can always get the chest, or you can exchange it for gold. You know, that's kind of why I like that, you know. But that shop, the best item there is limited to one. It's the same thing like the what is it, the Conquest one, sorry. This, the Unknown Slate. And this is like a this is a free memory imprint, if I'm not mistaken. Free memory imprint for a 5-star hero. So it's like you get it once and it's like, well, I guess I'll put it on one character, even though a lot of other games kind of have like a very easy way to like do that multiple times. And memory imprinting is not even that great of a thing, especially because it doesn't count the character, even though it's their memory. Whatever. But everything else in the game, it feels fun. Still feels fun, like utilizing the characters, actually going through the challenging stuff, and they're going to keep adding challenging stuff. The guild wars need to come, man. It definitely needs to come. Or more stuff to do with others, really. And that's pretty much you know, because when you're playing these types of games and you're just doing your own grind, and the only interaction you have with others is arena, and arena is cool and all, but you know, the raid would have been cool if you could, like, you know, all the other things in the game you cannot use a helper for. So you can't even be like, yo man, I can't beat this raid, I need a fire AoE unit. Like, yo bro, I got you, you know, like stuff like that. Like, you can't do that. So the only things that they can help you with is kind of farming, because farming or progressing the story. Everything else is through your units, and it takes a while to make a unit, because it takes a while to get the good gear. So I would love to see them improve on that going forward, even though I don't think that was really in their dev note or whatever. But you know, guild wars is going to be their big thing, because it's going to, you know, add more interaction, more reasons to talk to others. We'll see how they implement it, of course. I'm curious. I'm very curious on how it's going to go. You know, Karen's going to get a rework. A rework on my account. I have to re-rune Karen. I have to re-rune Vildred. I'm probably going to make CC crit damage HP. I don't know why. And then maybe give all my HP, like my straight up HP stuff, to another unit. Like another unit that I'm bringing up. Oh yeah, we got, some people don't know I have Challenger Domino's Pizza in the building. But she has no runes yet, because I have to choose between her and Scurry. Scurry has some runes just because he's, you know, he's him. I was thinking about, you know, I've seen people that said to put him on dual attack, and I don't have enough dual attack runes, so I was like, but dang, that would be so good with the Hardna though. Oof, so good. But I just have to play the game more. Can I show you guys how many leaves I have? Yo, it's bad. It's bad. Where is it? I know you can show people. Here we go. Look at this. 84 leaves. It's terrible, man. It's really bad. Really bad. It just, once I empty out my stamina, I'm just like, alright, I'm alright, I'm good. I just don't feel like grinding that hard, unless there's something to do. And I know there is something to do. The raid is pretty much the thing to do, but you can only go in there like without using any other resources. You can only go in, it takes 2 of your compass, which I didn't know why they did that. So you go in there, like right now I can go in there and I'd have to wait 2 days to go back in. So it just, if it was something I could do every day and like, or use stamina and keep going into it back and forth, I think it would have been better. It's just that's like the cooler thing to do. The raid is really cool. I like the raid. It's really cool. But when you can only go into it every once in a while, I feel like it just kind of dumbs down like the necessity to speed up. But the only thing that makes me want to speed up is being behind in content creation. You know, like, oh, I can't do the hell mode. I can't finish all the bosses. I can't show that content because I'm not there yet. But that's just like me competing and comparing myself to others, and you really shouldn't do that. You should play at your own pace. I like the pace that I'm going at, so this is my pace. Let me know what your pace is. Let me know where you guys are at. How you feel about the game. It's been out for a couple months now. Are you still on the high horse? Are you still, you know, are there certain things that you want to see done? Are you like, damn, man, let's scrap this whole thing? Have you moved on to another game if you're like a subscriber for my channel, and has this game bored you? Are you just coming into this game and like, oh my god, it's so amazing, what do I do? I have thought about making more guide-esque stuff, like for beginner stuff, because there are still people that need a lot of help, like leveling, fodder. I think I figured that out too, but there's so many guides out there. I don't know if people still need me, or, you know, to make it, to re-explain it. Sometimes you need to hear someone else say it. So that's it. That's it. It's just a generic video, nothing crazy. And I want to do these more often. I want to do this probably every week. Maybe I'll do it every Monday, you know, and that will be the Monday-esque video. It will just be a video plainly talking about, you know, where the account is, and this will motivate me even more to make sure that the next week I'm not showing you the same things. Like, oh yeah, Vil's still not done, Karen's still not done, Deanne's still not, like, no. Give me some motivation. And I hope this, you know, when you, if you guys are like, oh god, this guy's account sucks, then you're like, yeah, don't be like me. So yeah, of course, make sure you guys subscribe. There's gonna be more video. Of course, I want to do a Bellona. She's actually, like I said, one of my favorite characters when I first saw her. Before Kisei, obviously, Kisei came out later in one of the side stories. But when I saw Bellona in the story, I was like, yo, please be a character. I love fan cocky characters, and that's exactly what she is. So you're gonna see me test her out. I'm gonna do a guide on her very soon. You guys will, I'll promise. You know what? I'll make a promise. By the next video, she will be maxed out 60. Whether it is her video or not, that is my promise. She will be maxed out 60. That is a promise. That is a promise. And if you guys want to support the YouTube channel, you can do so by hitting out that Patreon link. I make sure it's the first link so you guys know where to go. After that link is going to be, like, I think the Discord link, and I always have the appropriate Discord for whatever video it is. I make sure, no matter what, if you guys are watching this, Nights Chronicles or Shadowverse, it's all there in the video, the proper Discord link. So, gotcha. Thank you again to Isaac and Tachi for being the first 2 Patreon subscribers to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.